welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Herman. We're here at ADL's Never Is Now event in New York City, and we're going to hear from incredible people doing dynamic things in our community. Let's take a closer look. When you hear the word Zionist, for some people it's a dirty word now, and especially on social media, Zio is like, when you hear that, people say, oh, that's a negative term. I'm in the camp of embrace your Zionism. Be proud to be a Zionist. And what AZM is doing is not only convening, educating, but also empowering. So tell us a little bit about both of your work in AZM and the importance of reclaiming Zionism.
So I'm Mark Levenson. I'm president of the AZM from December 8th on. And the fact of the matter is Zionism, unfortunately, has become a dirty word. And we need to make it a good word, a concept, a wonderful concept, like it always was when we were growing up. President Herzog, when he spoke to us, that word Zio is just horrible and disgusting. And we have to work hard. We have to do our best. And we're spending much of our energies, and will spend much of our energies at AZM on promoting positive Zionism, Zionist education and programming. And you heard it in there. I mean, we should not be afraid to say we're a Zionist. And if we're afraid to say that, that's not good.
Yeah. When mentioning President Herzog, when he spoke to us at our conference in December where you were, he talked about how during the debate about Zionism as racism, which is the notion that we wholeheartedly reject, when his father was ambassador to the UN, people wore signs and buttons that say, I am a Zionist. We actually presented him one of the original ones last month in Jerusalem, one of the original buttons from the American Zionist Federation, as the AZM was now known. It was a day when people were proud to be Zionist. And it didn't matter whether you were right, left, religious, secular. And in our coalition of 51 national Jewish Zionist organizations, we run the gamut from all sides of the political spectrum, the religious spectrum, ideological views, but everyone's united by Zionism, which shows the prevalence of Zionism in the Jewish community. It shows the importance of Zionism as connected to our Judaism, and we need to show that Zionism is our yearning for the return to our ancestral homeland, to a Jewish democratic state in the land of Israel, and that's what Zionism is about. We should be proud to be Zionist, and in something that we hope through the AZM tent, a very broad tent, we can unite Zionists to show the importance of Zionism both as a movement and for the Jewish people.
So one of the things that have come up is anti-Semitism, anti-Zionism. There's like a confusion in the space.
There's no confusion for us, okay?
Yeah.
When you're an anti-Semite, you're an anti-Zionist, and when you're an anti-Zionist, you're an anti-Semite, and maybe you'll find some sliver where that's not true. You're going to have to look very hard to find that sliver. The fact of the matter is that Zionism, there is one Jewish state, the state of Israel. And if you look on a map, it's a very small dot. And what's gone on the last few weeks, you want to call it the last few months, with the United States and Israel together, the two air forces, the greatest two air forces in the world, maybe in history, and you have these countries in Europe that are saying the U.S. can only use the bases that we built there as defensive bases. So there is a lot of work to do there. We're very excited with what we can do at AZM. And you know what, Herbert mentioned it, 51 organizations, we're an umbrella organization. We want to, however Zionism, whatever it means to you, that's what we want you to focus on. I don't need someone from the right side of the equation saying that the person from the left side is not good, or vice versa. Whatever works, we want to positively promote Zionism, and we want to create more Zionists, and with whatever partners we can work with, we're going to do it.
Right. If there was any debate as to whether Zionism, anti-Zionism is a form of anti-Semitism, I think unfortunately we've seen that case be made for us by external forces in the last couple of years. I've been at AZM 9 years this week, and 9 years ago there were many people who said, oh, maybe it's not always the same, but sadly we've seen that the attacks on Zionism are really attacks on the Jewish people.
Amazing. And where can people learn more about AZM?
AZM.org.
Great. Well, thank you
That's
so
the
much.
way. It's a place to go.
As you can see, the ADL Never Is Now conference is truly incredible, from the plenaries to the sessions and to the people that are here, really transforming our communities. This is Herman. Thanks for watching.